Hello. Hello, hello. Good afternoon. Hard to believe. It is the afternoon, 3 o'clock actually. Although you wouldn't know it because it's extremely dark outside because it's pouring rain. And of course, we're in daylight savings here in Canada. So thank you, everybody. Well, thank you for hopping in and joining me on this live. This live is from inside our Quantum Heart Talks. I did go live today with Robin Sheridan for an oracle card reading, which was really beautiful. It was a wonderful interview. And if you would like to see it again, you can hop over to my YouTube channel, which is Quantum Mojo, or sorry, not Quantum, Mojo Wellness now. And we are talking all things quantum energy on this particular live. And as you know, we're in the middle of a 30-day challenge in our community to introduce people to quantum energy. And as we know, the infinite field is the quantum zero point field where everything is created in that realm. And a lot of people, don't really realize that we actually have a really easy way to tap into that. And that's kind of one of the things that we've been sharing with a lot of people and having different conversations with the different people who do different modalities in the wellness space. And that's really very exciting because this is how we learn, is when we learn to open our minds, it opens our heart. And through this process, we begin to expand. And it's through that expansion that more opportunities and being at the right place at the right time and, coincidences just start to just appear. And as we all know, nothing is a coincidence. So everything is as it should be. So it's all purposeful. And I hope and thank you very much for hopping in here. Thank you for joining me here on the live. Really appreciate that very much. And so today, what we're gonna get into is I'm gonna share my screen again, because we are day 16 of 30 of our Quantum 30 challenge, which is having people who were curious about this very simple app that we have access to right at our fingertips. You can use any hardware device as long as you have access to the internet. And of course, I've been showing and pulling back the curtain, showing people how easy it is. Now, as you all know, one of the biggest concerns is this concern with radiation of 4G, 5G, and all of the information floating around out there, and it's pretty scary. If you've done any kind of homework on it, it's a major concern for a lot of people. And the beautiful thing about this app is that we have access to being able to recognize it in the bio scan. We call it the quantum bio scan, and it is very simple. It's just a very simple 10-second voice scan, a recording, and then a little kinetic touch. And through that, you're going to see an amazing library that's going to show you what you are needing the most right now in this moment. And that's what's so beautiful about this particular tool, is that it works synergistically and seamlessly with anything that you're doing in your life. So yes, supplements are great, but unfortunately, our world is very poisoned, very toxic. We have been inundated with heavy metals, and our body suffers greatly because of it. And even with all the right, better water and all the right different modalities and exercise, it's just not enough anymore. So this tool allows us access to be able to fill in the missing links, along with giving us fantastic protection and neutralizing some very harmful EMFs, electromagnetic frequencies, along with molds. We have thousands of testimonials. Watching people's lives transform is it's just a miracle to watch such beauty unfold. And I invite you, if you're at all curious, reach out to the person who's invited you and get a link. It's only 30 days. You don't have to commit for the rest of your life. I mean, you spend how many hundreds and hundreds of dollars on, pills that you don't know that work. Okay. Why not throw $100 for 30 days and see how it goes? You might even win a private session with one of our beautiful soul humanitarians who have incredible modalities. And I, of course, have shared those in the interviews as well. So what do you got to lose? But everything to gain. So let's hop in there right away. Thank you again, everybody, for joining me. But again, I think another real big concern right now, of course, is this COVID-19 that's going around, and it's really about building our immunity, which is extremely important. We don't get enough information about how to do that. And this little tool has a boost in there that has all the ingredients you could possibly want to boost your immunity. So you can either custom boost one for yourself with all the necessary ingredients, or you can just go in and just activate the one that's already preset. I personally love to see what my innate intelligence wants me to know, and those are usually the ingredients that I go with. So with no further ado, let's hop in and pull the curtains back and see what the Spark is going to reveal today. Today, we do not need to do the custom Spark boost, but I do need to reboot or reactivate my 2 preset boosts that I always set for 5 days. You always have a choice of how you want to do that. So here we go. I'm going to share my screen, and let's just see. We're going to this one, and there we go. So as you can see, my 2 boosts right now are the ones that are out of time are joint support. So I am going to cancel that and rate them because they're down to 0. These are the ones that I had set for 5 days, but now I am looking to see what else can help to help me with, I'm going to see what else can help me over the next 5 days. Because right now, with so much going on, I really want to make sure that I have a backup plan for my immunity. So I'm really going to be checking out the ingredients under the immunity boost. It's called Immunity Defense. I'm also going to show you a way of how you can actually see what ingredients you need in the highest percentile that your innate intelligence is showing you. So here we go. I'm going to go back into sharing my screen. I think you can see it already. I'm going to add an info boost. I am going to go into immune defense. I am going to go to Spark It because I want to see what the highest ingredients are. And here's where we start the recording. Okay, deep breath. You just have to make sure that it's quiet. And here we go. Hello, I'm so excited to be here again on our Quantum 30 Challenge. I'm most concerned right now about immunity and if I need any protection from molds or electromagnetic frequencies. So all you really need to do is just, the recording is really set up so that you want to speak about yourself. And if you have any specific concerns that are kind of holding you back, or you're a little bit concerned about, or you're worried about, this would be a perfect opportunity to speak that into the recording. So the recording was good because there was no other people talking or sounds. So I'm going to push continue so I can get to the second step. Wow, that's definitely some serious energy going on there. It's a little squishy today. So this is going to be very interesting to see what comes up on my immunity. Okay, so in my immune defense, I like to change that to 5 days. You can change it to any time you want. I'm changing this to 5. But let's see the percentage. Actually, the percentages are pretty good. I always like to see things that are like in the 90s and the 80s and 70s. But as you can see here, I'm actually pretty protected, which is really cool. Wow. So maybe my concern for immunity is not as bad as I think it is. So what I would like to do is, because it's not so bad, I'm going to backtrack and I'm going to see what else. Now that I've done my Spark, it sparks the whole library. So maybe there's something else that needs a little support. And you know, I always need joint support and I always love my comp, but I think I'm going to check my blood. I'm kind of curious what's going on in the blood boost. Ah, look at those numbers. You see what's happening? 91, 88, 87, 86, 86, 86. Wow, these are really high numbers. So this would be more appropriate for me than the other one, because I'm always looking for the highest numbers, because I want to go with what my innate intelligence knows. Remember, we talked about this before, the conscious mind, the subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is really what runs the ship, and it knows you better than anybody. We think our ego gets in the way, and we think we know what we need. See, I thought I needed the immune support, but it turns out my numbers aren't that high. But if I'm still concerned about that, I can most certainly add any ingredients that I want. So I am going to just check off just a few more ingredients here, because I got a lot of that are in the 75 range. And remember too, when you look at these, you can click on any one of these names, okay? And it'll tell you exactly what the benefits are, which is fabulous. But the thing that really interests me at this point is at the very, very bottom of these preset boosts, after you spark, you can go down here where it says scan, optimize, additional boost ingredients. This is a doozer. So when you do that, it's really, really cool. Follow along. I mean, if you have any questions, please write them in the chat. I am hopping back and forth to see what's going on in the chat. Hey, hi, Edgy. Thanks for joining. Hi, it's nice for you to tune in. So let me go back, and I want to go see what I should really be concerned about, because here under the categories, as you can see, if I go to the all category, whoa, look at that. The number one thing going on with me right now is a mold, 98%. Cuvrillari, found in soil, temperature zones. This opportunistic pathogen can cause respiratory disease, sinusitis, inflammatory reactions in the brain, spinal column, and abdominal cavity. I'm having a little trouble speaking today. Holy moly, no wonder I was a little bit concerned. Respiratory. Turns out it's a mold. Hello. Well, I think I'll put a check mark in that little button to neutralize. Zzz. Thank you very much. Look at this one. Here's another mold, 95% Alternaria. A mold grows on plants and material. It's found in fruits, vegetables, cereals, and grains. It causes serious diseases on plants and can be found in the lungs, skin infections, causing respiratory symptoms, sinus irritation. This mold is common year-round. So there you go. People don't even realize how harmful molds are. I mean, well, people know that they're harmful, but they have no idea how inundated their body gets with it and how much they have to fight it. Because how are you going to know? How are you going to know unless you get a test? Well, with the bioscan, you can see it. So I'm going to be zapping that sucker. So along with that, I'm also going to be adding all these ingredients that are in the 90s. And it seems like I have a few. Oh my goodness gracious, there's another mold. And isn't it funny, because last time when I did the spark, there was no molds. I think there was one and they were low. Look at this, Fusarium, 90%. I've got 3 molds. Are you kidding me? Holy mother. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. You know what? It doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter how many great things that you do for your wellness. Okay, I'm just gonna activate this because I want to get back. I want to make sure that these get zapped. I'm activated it for 5 days. I'm gonna hop back in the chat. Look, it doesn't matter how well you think you're taking care of yourself. How would you know that there were molds going on until they rear their ugly head? I had 3 thinking that I'm having problems or concerns. Even though I'm breathing really well, I can tell through my meditations because I'm holding my breath for a very long time, but I'm feeling a little uncomfortable. Turns out I've got 3 molds. Okay. Who doesn't want to have access to something like that? I mean, if you're really interested, I'll be happy just to even do a free bioscan on you, just so you can see how powerful doing this little spark can be for your wellness journey to get back into balance. It is extremely, I'm shocked actually. And you know what? I shouldn't be shocked because it never surprises me. My innate intelligence is always more bang on than I am. And more people need to do that. So I'm going to make sure that I go back and I'm going to check all that again. And in the meantime, what I would like is if anybody has any questions or is interested, let me know. If somebody has invited you or you're interested, reach out to the person that invited you, or you can certainly reach out to me if you're looking for to have your scan done, or anybody else that you might know who's part of our Limbic Arc family. That would be cool because we'd love to have you part of this challenge. And speaking of the challenge, it is time for our draw. We had a lot of people join us who are new. They were new subscribers. They've joined us in the 30-day challenge. We called it our Quantum 30 challenge. If you're new and you hadn't heard of it yet, there's still time. We have lots more draws available. Our beautiful community keeps donating their time. They are so heart-minded. They just blow my mind. And who doesn't want to be part of a community like that, where we all support each other in such a beautiful way, where we come together linking hands, but more importantly, we're linking hearts, and we're helping each other expand and be part of this higher consciousness of the collective and raising, a better new normal. That's what I'm looking for, and that's what I envision, and I'd love to have you part of that journey. So here we go. Okay, who's going to be? Okay, wait a minute. I got to get all the people in the hat. All the people into hat. Where's all my little? Uh-oh, looks like I'm missing some names. Where did all my little names go? Uh-oh, Ruh-roh. Nope, that's the wrong name. Okay. Uh-oh. I have to get my other hat. Hang on a second. We'll find the other hat. Not a problem. I think my other hat. Okay, there it is. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Okay, here we go. I'm so excited. So excited. I love it when I love it when it pops. Whoa! I love it when it pops out, because it's just like when I do my cards. They just go pop. Hello, Dea, this is you. You're winner number 3. Yay! Okay, so Dea, you get to choose from our beautiful list of quantum energy healers and coaches and experts who you would like to spend your coaching session with. And I'll tell you, there's many to choose from. So thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. Please, again, I appreciate you. I'm grateful for you. Thank you for your support. Again, if you're curious about our Quantum 30 challenge, or you're interested in getting your own quantum energy bioscan to see what might be sabotaging you, along with what might be missing in your beautiful physiology that needs to get back into balance and have a little help. It works seamlessly with anything that you're doing in your life, and we would more than welcome you. So thank you very much for joining me today on this beautiful Monday. Even though it's raining, it's still a beautiful day. So go unlock your scan, activate your ingredients so that you can get powered, because this is what it's about. It's about taking back your power on your wellness journey. Namaste.